Hello everyone and welcome back to our excavator series, and in today's video we're going to take you through a full cabin walkthrough and operational features of our KX060-5, our 6-ton excavator from WHC Hire. Now, to get ourselves familiarised with the machine, we need to jump into the cockpit to get started. Now, entering the machine using 3 points of contact and getting in our driver's seat. The first thing we need to do is just pop our seat belt on, which you'll find on your left hand side. And welcome to the cockpit. In front of you, you're going to have a range of different controls that control the excavator, how it operates. The left hand pilot control controls the arm of the machine. Pushing it forward extends the arm away from the machine, pulling it back brings it closer. It also operates the turning of the machine. 9 o'clock will rotate the machine 180 degrees to the left, and to the right we'll rotate the machine 180 degrees to the right. Also on this machine we have got a button which controls the secondary auxiliary output as well as the operation of that output too. The right hand pilot control controls the boom of the machine. Pulling it closer towards you will raise the boom towards the machine. Pushing it further away will lengthen the boom, pushing it further away from the cockpit. The right hand pilot control also controls the crowding and uncrowding of the bucket. To crowd the bucket, simply choose 9 o'clock on the pilot control, which will crowd the bucket all the way around. And to then uncrowd or unload the bucket, it's 3 o'clock. On the right hand pilot control, we've also got some additional buttons on it. We have our horn and we have our attachment selection, which allows us to change between auxiliary output and a bucket. We can also operate our auxiliary 1 output by the toggle switch on the right hand pilot control. Then right in front of you we've got our track levers that control the tracks of the machine, the left controlling the left, the right controlling the right, as well as track pedals below which can be opened out, allowing you to track across sites using your feet only. And just to the right of the track pedals we've also got our boom slew, which is underneath a little pedal on the right hand side. By pushing down on the left hand side we'll slew the boom to the left, and then to the right we'll slew it back to the right hand side. An actual boom slew. Above that we've got our heads up display. This is where all the internal features of the machine are. Any warning lights or anything like that will come up on here if there's a problem with the machine, but also this is where we'll be able to access all those little bits of the excavator that you may need to select when operating the machine a particular way. And to do so, you're going to need to use the toggle, which is just on the right hand side behind the right hand pilot control. The top button allows you to access the menu. Turn the toggle left or right to select the operational modes or the auxiliary outputs you're requiring to work with. You can confirm the commands by pushing the toggle switch inwards, and any issues you can push the back button, which is just below the menu selection button beneath. Then just behind that and a little bit further back from the controls we've got our light switch, we've got our beacon switch, our auto idle, our lifting warning, our windscreen wipers and windscreen wiper fluid. And on this model from WHC Hire we have a rear reversing camera which can be operated on your heads up display by pressing the output button as shown. Behind that we've got our dozer operator. Pushing forward will lower the dozer, pulling back will lift the dozer off the floor, and then on top of the dozer blade, as the same with the smaller diggers, is our fast track button. By pushing this it will allow you to track across site a lot faster. Behind the dozer blade controller we've got our heater, we've got our air conditioning and our fan operation. Below those controls we've got our throttle, and then we've got our quick hitch button. For more information on how to operate the quick hitch, please feel free to click the link above to access the tutorial on changing the bucket on this machine. Finally, next to our throttle we've got our ignition, where our key needs to be entered when we're using the machine. And then back from our ignition we've got our automatic DPF button, that is not to be touched unless told to by one of our engineers. And finally, we have our safety stop switch, which is down on the left-hand side of the operator's seat. Ensure that this is pushed in for the machine to start, and in an emergency can be pulled outwards to stop the machine. To restart the machine, ensure that the safety stop switch is pushed inwards, otherwise the machine will not start. And there you go guys, that is a full walkthrough of our 6-ton excavator from Kubota, the KX060-5. Now hopefully this video will give you a really good idea of where all the controls are, how to access them. But if you're still having any issues and can't find what you're looking for, then please feel free to get in contact with our local depot as soon as possible so we can get you up and running. Thank you ever so much for joining me for this tutorial. Hopefully it's been useful and we look forward to helping you soon. But until then, take care and bye-bye for now.